Boom. Hey internet. Had a good conversation that happened during consulting, and so this brand is doing well compared to most of the brands on my channel. They're just trying to push to the other level. So you know, they want to get consulting in where I come in on a monthly basis, and I do offer a tier like that, but I have I have to say no to a lot of things just because there's a lot of movement with the channel going on at the moment because of all the content that I'm producing, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing. But with this brand, I think all we need to do is have a good talk and kind of go over basics. So within those basics, we talked about strategy in terms of Facebook and Instagram. So this person didn't necessarily say this, but I hear it a lot. Okay, a lot of people say Instagram and Facebook ads don't work. I've heard a lot of people say it. However, I'm just gonna ask you, when was the last time you were on Instagram and Facebook? For the overwhelming majority, if you're part of the 0.25% who don't have an Instagram, then I guess it's maybe Facebook, but my point is the whole world is on Instagram and Facebook. Okay, chances are you were on one of those two platforms within the last hour or so. Okay, so what I'm saying is eyeballs are on those platforms. And then let me ask you another question. Have you heard of a product, a company, a service from Instagram or Facebook? Really think about it. Really think about it. Or even word of mouth through those social medias. Did someone tag something? So my point is, it's there. The culture, the environment, the world is there on these networks. The mistake that I'm seeing a ton of companies, and this is not just fashion companies, is the type of execution that they're using for Instagram and Facebook. Okay, so as I'm shooting this, I get kind of like coupons all the time where Facebook and Instagram is encouraging me to put $20. They'll give me credit for $20 on a post that's performing well. Okay, a lot of people will create a video for the concept of putting ad spend on it, and when I see it in context, it's not. It feels like an ad. It's the new age version of wanting to press skip on an ad in YouTube. Okay, it doesn't. It just doesn't. It feels like an ad, and it's nothing new. And so, if you randomly take videos, or if you have sometimes an overproduced video that's meant for Facebook and Instagram, I think it's the wrong strategy. If you look at certain profiles that are doing it really well, if you just take time to be creative too about what you're putting out for that consumer. And for me, if I were dropping now, it wouldn't necessarily be a video where I'm telling you the heritage of the company and talking about all the great things you do. That is what I'm talking about. That could be too cliche to drop and spend any kind of money for a digital ad on. Something that's avant-garde, maybe something that's funny if that's in the voice and the heritage of your brand, but it has to be something remarkable. It has to be something where it's a bit unexpected to be a sponsored ad when you're watching. So you want to spark curiosity. For someone who has no idea who your brand is, you want to just try to get a second of their attention to be like, oh, what is this about? Okay? And a lot of times, like, a lot of brands are doing it like they're doing copy on the bio page of their website. So they'll say, oh, we have a lifestyle brand, come join the movement, you know, something like that. And it's super cliche, and it's just way overused, right? And so coming to the original idea of building a small business where just a normal entrepreneur and you're trying to put a business plan together, let's say, and the question is, what unique solution does your business provide? I've talked about this before. Now with apparel, we're typically not. I mean, we're typically not creating a new solution. Everyone needs to dress themselves, sure, but did I have to wear this jacket or this shirt or this beanie? There's a million choices that people have. So it's actually an accessory. It's a necessity to cover your body, but it's an accessory to choose your brand, okay? So the only reason I bring that up is when people are doing their ads and saying it's not working, you really have to inspect the type of ads you're putting out, because now the playing field is level. Okay, I could put an ad out, a 14-year-old kid in Ohio could put an ad out, your grandmother can put an ad out. And so now it's like, well, how are you targeting? What are you targeting? And what type of forethought are you putting into the campaign for you then to say the results aren't happening? Okay, I'm just imploring you to dig 20 levels deeper in pushing the kind of creativity and the kind of content that you put into your ad spend. That's it. Just wanted to bring that up. If I don't go to the trade shows anymore, okay? Because for the most part, unless I'm getting paid or you know, meeting with clients. If I was speaking, I would go to a trade show. But the trade shows that happen in Vegas twice a year, I went to for 2 decades. I barely missed any. But if I wanted to target people that were at Agenda or at Liberty Fair or at, when you click on this in the future, whatever trade show is popping, or even let's say ComplexCon, which isn't a trade show, okay? That's a big event though. If I were to target people attending ComplexCon, what would you put in the ad, okay? And the key, so I've done 2 things. One, I've picked a very specific event where I know people who are into fashion and my niche of fashion are gonna be there. That's one part, that's almost half the game, depending on what kind of different levels you're talking about. But the other thing is, what do I want to serve to these people who are very educated, generally speaking, about the culture, okay? You want to do something that is remarkable for this kind of premium group of people who could be buyers, they could be writers and bloggers, they could be other people in the industry who have a brand or the marketing director of an existing brand. So just wanted to give you a real example, but what kind of ad would you put together for those people? Sorry, it extended the video, but just an example that coming off the top while I'm talking about it. If you guys had questions on this, anything else that I mentioned, or just something you want to talk about, please drop it all down below. Like if you like, sub if you love, and hit the bell for notifications, because I'm dropping a lot of content, as you guys know. Follow me on social media when you get a chance. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.